put your finger on with your bullpen with some guys late in the season?
Probably, it's not so much late in the season. I think, anytime you pitch behind the count, you get yourself in trouble. We did a little bit more of that late than maybe early or middle. But like I said, even today, Lively comes in and, he makes a good pitch to Bresnahan. And, if we're playing where we need to play, that's a ground ball, we're out of the inning. And we go to the ninth with Lively on the mound and with Kelly in the bullpen. Or we can start Kelly in the ninth with a fresh start with nobody on. So, we had some issues. I think there were a couple of times. Every pitcher is going to have days where they're not quite as good. And, we've had a couple of those days in the back end of the year where, some of our guys were behind in the count and elevated fastballs. And, you elevate the baseball behind in the count against good clubs. Guys they're going to find some holes.
And what you've built over the last decade is pretty impressive. 6 regional appearances in 11 years. What's it take to get to that next step for this program?
I think one, it's a mentality. We've got to continue to push to maybe do a better job of taking care of the little things each day in practice, so it carries over at game time. From a recruiting standpoint, we've got to be more athletic than what this year's club was. And I say that because this team's probably the least athletic club we've had in a long time. But to their credit, they found ways to get it done, day in and day out. And their mentality was pretty good too. Their ability to eliminate bad days, mistakes, and work through some adversity was pretty darn good.
And that being said, was this an important year for the program just to get back to a regional after there had been a little absence for a few years?
No, I think it was extremely important for us. It's like the guys say, it's a goal of ours every year to get back there. We've been here 6 times. We'd like to win one, but we've got we do have to be better than we've been. Our pitching depth is deeper than we've ever been as far as quality arms and stuff. We've got to be able to be more consistent, throwing strikes with all 3 pitches, and then offensively, we certainly have to do a little better job of executing and driving in runners. I think today was probably about the 8th straight game we've left double digits on base. So, it's going to be important that, something we work on and work through all next year. To me, it's more mentality. It's not so much ability. It's a mentality and having a better approach and being able to put yourself in a position where you've got a chance to square more balls up with guys on base.
Did you sense guys pressing as the games meant more?
No, not really. I don't think there was a lot of that. I think at times, you'd see it. But like I said, they were really good about having the ability to get back on track. Some days we just weren't good enough, and today was one of those days. With this game, it's balls bounce a little different from time to time, and Elon was a little better than we were today, and I give them credit. Mike's done, he and his staff done a tremendous job with their program, and they're working in the same direction we're trying to work. And unfortunately, it's like Mike and I talked about after the game. We see enough of each other now, playing home and home during the regular season, and then we get stuck in the regional playing each other. 2 out of the last 3 regionals, the 2 of us have been in, and 2 years from now, we're going to have to see each other more because they're coming in our league. he's not excited about it, I'm not excited about it, but it certainly makes our league better.
In the long run, could it make each program even a little bit better too?
I think it can. It certainly will.
Any other questions?